I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch and I'll still talk my shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch and I'll still
I'm that bitch.
talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch.
Whatever.
I'm that bitch.
There's different technicalities to the shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch.
I'm just saying, whatever negativity. Hold on. Hello.
Call me like 5 hours away.
Alright.
I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing.
I'm still a petty bitch and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a petty bitch and I'll still talk my shit.
I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm just playing. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. I will always bring this up for the rest of his motherfucking life. Ooh, why Fashion Nova keep hitting me up though? Cause I'm that bitch. 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 I'm just playing.
Hey y'all, I'm so sorry. I had to switch up my setup last minute. I was doing one thing and then I had to do something else. How is everybody doing? How are you? Happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday night? What's going on? Fran, chat and mods. Tuna is it girl, she's so annoying. Okay, can we just talk about that for a minute? Guys, if you haven't voted in the poll, please do so. Let's get this party started. It's hump day. It's hump day. It's YouTube payday. People got paid today on the YouTube streets, and I guess people are getting brand new. They just feel like, you know what? Fuck it. Okay? Like, period. They're feeling good. Maybe they paid a bill or two, maybe, because girl, in this mommy sector, that could go either way. Bill pay optional. So hey, it is what it is. Anyway, guys, yes, Tuna is annoying. There's another couple of people who are annoying too, and we'll talk about that for like a couple of seconds, because there is somebody out here who is like salivatingly, drippingly wet, waiting for me to say their name. And I'm not gonna. Okay. I'm not gonna. And you're silly and slow. Okay. So that's that on that. Um I can't stand her and how she and how she carries herself as sad. Well, who was here first? I think Megan Lindsay was here. Megan, who's my gang stars? Hey y'all. Megan Lindsay, Cheyenne, hey Kiki, hey Boo Boo. Hey Kiki, aren't you Virgo gang gang? All the Virgos, guys. Yeah, it's the last night of Virgo season. I don't know if you guys made it over to Tarot Card Bay. Make sure to wish her a happy birthday. Her birthday is tomorrow. Okay. The last day we're going out with a bang. Okay. Tarot Card Bay is having a happy birthday. Make sure that you wish her one, please. She is a doll out here and very, very sweet. So, anyway, guys, this is the deal. Um, oh, I thought I highlighted Virgo season. My bad. Oh, oops. Okay. Oh, I was like, okay, that was my bad. Okay. Anyway, but it is Virgo season though, right? Um, Pure Intention, Shonda, Victoria, everyone, Jackson Squad. Hello, everyone. Guys, do me a flavor and hit the like button, please. Okay, couple of things. Housekeeping items. We are doing a poll, okay? Ladies, report to the center stage. Put your hands on your mouse and go ahead and vote, okay? Who is the slowest? Who's the slowest? I know y'all none of y'all gonna vote for Strong Mommy Chrissy. Okay. The slowest really is radio. Oh, okay. Some of y'all voted for the community at large. It's not just BougieGang. If it was BougieGang, I would have said BougieGang. Um, us for watching this bullshit. Okay. The options are radio, Big Slow, which is tuna. If you're new here, radio is Myjazzylife. Big Slow is Tuna LaFish, aka Olivia Johnson, aka Lives Life. Comma is Strong Mommy Chrissy. Okay. And us for watching this bullshit, well, that's just you, and you. Okay. Make this vote count. We got 114 and we got 119. Hey Nikki. Hey Boo Boo. Hi Bella. Hey everyone. Megan, Live Laugh Love, Pure Intentions, Miss Brader Life, HBB, Media Hobbyist, Anisha, Tina Lachey, all my ladies. I see y'all here. The gang's all here. Jeannie, PYT, I see you. Did I say everyone's name? Miss Brader's Life, Shonda, Miss True, special shout out, Shay K. The Lab Girl. Hey Boo Boo, how are you, sis? Ebony Camp, I see you, sis. Mastermind, how are you? Everyone and anyone who's up in here, don't forget to hit the like button for me. Miss Gail, how are you? Miss Marilyn Gail, how are you doing? Hello, Nikki Caters, buttons all day. What's going on? Okay, let's get into it. Who is the slowest? Who is the slowest? Who's the slowest? Okay. And this is for entertainment purposes. We are not doctors up in here. We cannot really put a medical diagnosis on who is the slowest of them all. Fran, what in the ghetto is going on? I don't know. It's YouTube payday. People are feeling sassy. People are having to move. People are feeling away, and that's just what it is. Olivia got busted. I mean, is this a surprise to anyone in this chat if Olivia has actually exited the chat from school? The last time Jasmine and Chrissy and Olivia went at it, and Olivia was damn drinking and up all night, shooting the shit with Jasmine. I mean, I put up a reaction video and was like, she's already dropped the fuck out of school. Like, this is nothing. I mean, Olivia, you are transparent, sis. It's obvious. You are like, your moves are obvi, honey. Nobody, like, my 11-year-old could read you. Like, you are obvi, honey. Okay? Guys, this is Olivia, Tuna La Fish, 2-time beauty school dropout, and who wants to fake the funk about what's really going on. Sis, look, this is the deal. Let me tell you something, and I'm going to talk about something else too. There's some weirdos on the YouTube streets that like to engage in doing the most. And at the end of the day, me personally, if I was out here doing the most, then I would take credit for being out here doing the most. See, what makes people lame is when they do a bunch of bullshit and they can't own it and then they want to blame it on other people. Jasmine, I'm not talking to you just yet. If it sounds like you, then it's you, but I'm not really talking to you yet. But there's really some lame people out here who are out here doing the absolute most, and then they want to put it off on other people. Okay? Let me tell you something. A month ago, Olivia was out here doing silly stuff. It was quite obvious that homegirl was not attending school. And some weirdo who has for the past couple of weeks been running around on the YouTube streets, running around. These are people who like to start fake beefs, run plays, post up fake receipts. Girl, and people who I just don't even really pay attention to on the YouTube streets. We were dealing with this about 6 months ago, and then all of a sudden, people are saying my name again. At the end of the day, I'm not even going to really address it. But if you see someone who doesn't quite fit in with the crowd, in a part of the YouTube streets where I don't hang out, okay? Just know that people are running plays and trying to implicate me in silly stuff. And at the end of the day, yeah, I already predicted that this chick was already out of school, wasn't even going to school. Ain't nobody impressed. This chick has a track record of failure and not accomplishing a goal at all, period. So why would it be a stretch for someone to not finish? I wouldn't waste a second of my time trying to figure out what this chick is doing. She puts enough in her videos. And on top of that, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to set the record straight. If you hear some nincompoops, some people who are not BougieGang mentioning my name, people who you're just like, what? Yeah, no. No, ma'am. No turkey, no ham. Okay. No. You wish. Okay. It's still funny though. I mean, I'm not gonna say it wasn't funny. But I don't speak to people in that part of the YouTube sector. I don't. I speak to very few people. I told you guys at the beginning of the year when all that shit, when people were running plays and running my name and people had me implicated in this, that, the third, everything. I would no new friends in 2022, and I have kept a very low profile and not interested in knowing any of these folks. Okay. This is also the same person who runs around, steals my concepts, my artwork, my music, tries to be me, but will never be. Just weird, and just girl, whatever. Anyway, I don't have to call Olivia's school. I don't have to pay anybody to call Olivia's school. I would never contact a healthcare facility to find out if someone got their tubes tied or had a baby. I don't give a fuck enough. Do you understand me? If Olivia had a baby, good. If Olivia didn't have a baby, good. If Olivia got her tubes tied, who cares? If Olivia is behind on her rent, none of this is a surprise. So at the end of the day, the people who want to make phony phone calls, call and misrepresent themselves as people, who want to identity theft other people, who want to become a nuisance, who want to be identified as stalkers. All of those people, go, like, you could say my name 25 times, and whenever an investigation happens, I will be sitting right there, not worried, because at the end of the day, I don't have time for that type of bullshit. I am a very busy woman, and I do not engage in those type of shenanigans. Okay. Yeah, I don't engage in shenanigans where people are calling the cops on me. Yeah, I don't do that. Period. Okay. Yeah, I don't. I don't. Okay. So Olivia, if Olivia dropped out of school, are we surprised? Are we surprised? But I would put other names on there, but like I said, I don't react to reactors, right? I don't. Radio, why is radio the slowest? Let's start from the bottom. So Big Slow, you were saying, is not the slowest. So Calma is actually slower than radio. That's interesting. Who's the slowest? So right now in last place of who's the slowest, Olivia, you will be happy to know that you're 9%. 9% of the people say you are the least slow of the slowest. Isn't that nice? Guys, I'm going to drop this link. Here you go. If you would like to call and chime in. Okay. So Olivia, two-time beauty school dropout, high school dropout. Word on the curb. And I've heard this from 2 or 3 different people this evening, which I didn't even think of that she enrolled in school to get a Pell Grant and would take the money and squander that money too. But you could hear on the phony phone call that the lady said that the loan had not processed yet or something. So I don't even know if she even got any money from that. I don't know. I'm Who knows? Maybe she was trying to and it was too hard. Maybe it was like, you know what? It's not even worth it. I'm gonna have to actually go to class and take some tests. I thought I could just sashay up in here, put on some nails, girl, pop some pimples, pretend, and I could just go get my Pell Grant money. I don't know. I don't know what she thought, y'all. I really don't. The diaper wearing. Girl, diaper gang. Okay, it's a bunch of babies over there. There's a whole sector in the reaction community. It's called diaper gang, guys. If you don't know who diaper gang is, let me introduce you. Okay. Because there's always gonna be a crackhead. But girl, diaper gang, girl, bye. It's a bunch of babies. It's a bunch of babies and weirdos, and a bunch of crybabies, pee in the beds, diaper wearing, all kinds of just incontinence, no teeth, no nothing. Babies, just babies. Okay. um yeah, diaper gang. Okay. And it is what it is, guys. We try to just avoid that, but that's so 2021. I hate to even have to talk about these folks, so let's just swerve. Because girl, haters gonna hate, and dummies are just gonna be dummies and stupid, and people who want to implicate and use your name and all of that stuff, that's what they're gonna do. So I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, bye. I just want the people who matter to know that absolutely. I mean, I know I'll end up getting some DMs like, Fran, nobody with good sense would even think that you would be involved in something like that, which I know, but I just wanted to girl, make sure. Okay. We just checking in on the matter because it's weird. I've had people who've been in my chat for years, and I don't know what voodoo magic, what sprinkles of fairy dust happen. It's like one day people will just all of a sudden be like, she's a bitch. She's a bitch. She's the most hated woman on the YouTube streets. She's so mean. People are strange, guys. But whatever. At the end, hey Amber, hey boo boo, what's going on? Miss Corey, hey sis, hey boo boo, hey Jackson Squad, media hobbyist. Jasmine actually thinks people are jealous of her and Chris' relationship. We'll talk about that in a second. Okay, let's keep going. So at the bottom of the list, Big Slow. Big Slow is stupid. And if Big Slow wants to be stupider, she'll attach my name to some of these shenanigans. Girl, stay focused on the matter at hand. If someone is presenting doing some illegal stalker ass shit, stay focused on the task at hand. You don't have the fruit doesn't fall far from the idiot presenting. Okay. I'm just coming in and decided that we aren't the slowest for watching. No, because it's entertainment, right? Um, yeah, no, we're not. We're not. We should actually be in last place, actually, because we are enjoying our good entertainment, right? Some of us like train wrecks and comedy shows, okay? Liv's Life and these three mommies, they're a bunch of comedians. I mean, they can't really be serious with this shit. Is this how they really live their lives? Okay. I mean, this isn't a comedy show. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's keep going. So, Big Slow girl, if you dropped out of school for real, if you well, the lady in the office said you hadn't been back for 2 weeks. That's what I heard in a video on a YouTube channel. Pretend another situation where someone was pretending to be you again. Okay, so girl, they said you hadn't been there in 2 weeks and you needed to be there today by 4:30. And it's what time is it now? Girl, it is 10 o'clock. They may have dropped you from the roll, honey. But at the end of the day, you had till 4:30 to go and handle some business. And girl, beauty school dropout times two. Okay. Um, so much for aesthetics. And what were you doing? Aesthetics and nails? Girl. Oh my God. She was probably out with her people. Girl, I should have drank a glass of champagne before I came in here. I should go get me a little sip. Okay. I should have got a little sippy poo. Okay. Let's keep going. Liv, nobody cares. And as far as you dropping out of school, sis, girl, you couldn't even hold on to girl, you look, you couldn't even hold on to your apartment. Okay, you've lost a lot this year. None of which was pounds, but you lost your apartment. Obviously, you're packing up and leaving. Some might say you lost your mind. You girl, you lost custody. Okay, custodial custody, whatever you want to call it. A lot. Okay. Anywho, Big Slow, you're in last place. So maybe you should feel good about that. 12% of you guys say comma in my Mama Joyce voice. Okay. Comma. Chrissy. Chrissy seems to think that God is doing her dirty work. You know, out here on the YouTube streets, people think that either people are paying for people to do their dirty work. And even there are people out here, Strong Mommy Chrissy included. Girl, someone else said that the good Lord was going to do their dirty work. Let me show you who. You guys know. Y'all been watching this week. You already know, girl, Mr. Justin Jackson, girl. The Lord is doing his dirty work. He said the Lord is going to come down and strike you dead. Do you hear me? Justin Jackson said that the Lord is working for him. Okay. And Chrissy seems to think so also, that karma is coming straight for her. Okay. Let's just be prayer warriors for Gerard because Olivia is going to Texas to cause problems for him. I would tell her, look, if Olivia is dumber than a dumb dummy, for her to go to Texas, girl, let's just let this story unfold. Antonisha, I think, will continue to not be bothered. I don't even, was Antonisha bothered when she was there last time? Let's keep in mind, this isn't new. Olivia's been back in Florida for since February last year, right? So she spent a year and a half here. She spent roughly about 6 months in Texas when she moved, behind Gerard. Okay. Six, whatever, how many months. At the end of the day, Antonisha will not be bothered with her. Okay. I do not think Antonisha will be bothered with her. I do not think Antonisha cares. Antonisha will be very unbothered. And if Olivia loses her control, Olivia will have to suffer the repercussions. So if I were her, I would go to the doctor and get some medication and get myself in check. Okay. So if I were Olivia, I would be moving across town and not across the country. I think that's a big mistake. She's too fragile. She doesn't know how to control herself, and I think she'd be making a huge mistake. She would lose her shit with the kids riding around with Miss Antonisha and their father, or at another cookout that she's not invited to. Olivia is not emotionally mature enough to handle co-parenting in such a manner. But let her go down there and get arrested. Be $10,000 in the rears on her child support. Let her go, not post. Let her go down there, be embarrassed. Let her go down there and take back up with Brandon. Let her go back up there and continue drinking like a fish, twerkulating on Instagram because she's bored, screwing the maintenance man. Girl, let her go back and do all of the things. We don't care. We're just gonna be watching. Let her vlog it so we can watch it and we can laugh and be entertained. Because girl, to think we care, girl, stop it. Liv will definitely get her feelings hurt. Yeah, stay. You better stay in Florida, sis. I would not go to Texas. You fucked up already. Let the kids be normal. Let the kids enjoy their father. Get your life together. And look at this time as a blessing. Look at it as a blessing instead of a curse. Look at it as the Lord has cleared the way for you to focus on what you are able to handle, which is one child at a time, and try and get yourself and your edges back together, sis. Okay. Get your bills up and start getting yourself in a regular cadence of paying bills and handling your business. Okay. If you can be amicable halfway across the country and over the phone, now you're gonna do it in purpose. And excuse me, if you can't be amicable halfway across the country and over the phone, now you're gonna do it in person. Girl, stop. She has no self-control. Walk by faith. I am sorry, but the Most High Heavenly Father does not partake in foolery and foolishness. These fools are delusional and weird. Look, at the end of the day, I think, you know, whatever she's going through right now is by design. And at the end of the day, it is the test. Okay, it's all about the test, and she's failing every single time. You have a door opened to change your profession or to add to your tool bag to get another income source. You fumble that. You have an opportunity to co-parent. You fumble that. You had your kids. You fumble that. You have a YouTube channel. You fumble that. You had some hair on your edges. You fumbled that. Okay. You have a friend. You're fumbling that. Okay. Let's continue to move on. So, big slow girl, look, be happy. The audience, Bougie Gang, does not think you are the slowest. Isn't that awesome? Okay. Next is Calma, Miss Calma. Chrissy. Chrissy says that the good Lord is exacting her vengeance out on Olivia, and that every time she speaks on her, well, it comes right on back. Isn't that interesting? I didn't know that. Girl. Okay. Olivia speaks on her, girl. Olivia speaks on Chrissy, girl. That karma is coming back. Look, at the end of the day, Chrissy has a beef with this chick right here, Myjazzylife, Keith. Okay. Um, oh, I forgot I uploaded this guy's Olivia girl. High school dropout. Okay. Beauty school dropout. Okay. Okay. So Jasmine gets online today to apologize to her subscribers. Um I don't like her hair. That's all I'm going to say. I don't like this hair. I think it looks very corny. Jasmine, just be yourself. Jasmine, you are very corny and nobody's really here for it. And you're looking very sus and slow. But specifically to Chrissy, Chrissy's not here for it. Jasmine, what you have to understand is even though you can Karen very well, Chrissy can kind of Karen a little bit better than you, and she has a very good convincing argument because Chrissy knows how to work her mouthpiece very well. That's one thing Chrissy can do. Chrissy knows how to work that mouthpiece. And at the end of the day, Jasmine, you look stupid. If you have, I've been saying this for months. I feel like I've been saying it for years. We definitely said it a month ago. Can y'all be done with each other already? Y'all act like you want to go run and kiss and make up. Like, I don't know if y'all were dating or not. I really don't know what the situation was at this point, but y'all act like y'all need to kiss and make up because this is very silly. I've never seen people who don't want to have anything to do with each other as much as you guys have so much to do with each other. I tell you what, if I don't mess with somebody, if I don't want to deal with someone, if I don't like somebody, if I don't want to know you anymore, it is not a stretch in effort or a chore for me to dead you in my head. Do you understand? In Jersey, we have something called you're dead to me. Okay. Like you don't exist. That's what we have. And when you're dead to somebody, I don't acknowledge you. I don't talk to you. I don't answer your messages. I don't want to know you, and I'm not bothered. Okay? By you, with you, nothing. And Chrissy, as being the bad bitch of the crew, according to her, I personally would love to see you exercise some ice. I would love to see you ice her really, really hard. I would love to see you ignore Jasmine. I would love to see her be blocked. Why is she not blocked from your phone, sis? Why is it that you got 15 calls? I don't know what number she called from, but I would try to block it. And why not pick up the phone? Hi, bitch. Can I help you? The fact that you acknowledge the calls is bad enough. Pick up the phone. Tuna fights more for radio than her own kids. Absolutely. Um, if she had that type of energy in court, she would have. Yeah, she had. Yeah, well, she didn't. She didn't, and you're 100% right, sis. Absolutely. I would have if my phone, which I'm not going to even say it that way because I ignored. There was another crazy person on the YouTube streets that called me like 60 times, and the police detective told me to just go ahead and screenshot it and then just continue to document when they continue to stalk me. And eventually they kind of got tired because they'll get tired before I get tired, of course. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is this. Um, you could always just pick up the phone or be quiet and document. If someone is stalking you, bothering you, you've asked them to leave you alone, then that's it. Just either pick up the phone and say, "Hey, bitch, what can I do for you?" on speaker. You're live. What's up? Or turn your phone off. You're live. 15, you got all your kids in the house. You know where your mother is. Turn your phone off. Or don't acknowledge it. Like Chrissy, being bothered when people just want to get at you, being bothered gives them something. There's some people out here that just want something. They want a little something from you. Jasmine is obviously hurt. And Jasmine, you wants your time. I don't know what it is. I don't know what y'all had going on behind the scenes. If you two were going together, a girl, I don't know what was going on back there. But Jasmine is hurt, Chrissy. I don't know what you did or how you did it, but homegirl is hurt. Her feelings are hurt, and girl, after the way you two talk to each other, why does she even think she should pick up the phone? Let's see. I'm here catching the replay, listening to my fave intro. Oh, okay, KB. How are you, sis? It's just absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, Liz. Because she loves YouTube more than she loves Chris. That's why. Down in the valley, she was calling private. Yeah, pick up the phone. If she really thinks that it was Jasmine, how fun would that have been for us? Like, hey, bitch. Hey, can I help you? What's going on? What? Hey, what do you want? Didn't I tell you we're not friends? What is it that you want to talk about? I just feel like these two are still covering for each other. These two still have each other's secrets. These two, I don't know what happened between them. I don't know if they all jumped in the bed together. I really don't know. But at the end of the day, it's like, if y'all, when are y'all going to spill it? When are y'all going to really put it out there that what happened? And let it go, because at the end of, like, right now it's just getting boring. I mean, Chrissy, don't you aren't you busy with 9 kids having to pack and get meals? You really got time to mess around with this slow-mo? This chick is on slow-mo, so you say, and you are sitting. I mean, I know, and but you know what, at the end of the day, guys, they all want to make money, so they're cashing in on bags. I mean, it's just when you think about all of that, and it's just like, well, Chrissy does have the philosophy of, well, if you're gonna make a bag, I'm gonna make a bag, and whatever. Anyway, um so, Brandy, Jasmine went live to apologize to her subscribers. Um, I think that when she gets the bad press of her and Chrissy doing the most, and she sees that she's losing subscribers, or maybe she's getting too many negative comments. Jasmine really does care what people think, and it bothers her that people like her less than Chrissy, and that she feels like Chrissy is like the favorite. I don't know who is the favorite. Hey, Francesca, I don't know. Maybe Chrissy is the favorite of some people. I don't know, and I don't really care. These 3 moms are all on equal footing to me. They're all trashy. They all have, different types of slourish qualities. Some are known for kids, some are known for abortions, some are known for not being able to sing and shaking their ass on the gram. They all have different qualities that make them kind of you know, subpar momming, right? Um, they're all different. I don't feel any way over one than another. I think they're all very silly. I think they are super immature. I think there's a lot of power in being able to pick up the phone and say, bitch, can I help you? What do you want? You went live. I went live. Can I finish my live? Why are you calling me? If you could call me, why did you go live? If you wanted to work things out with me, why are you throwing me subs in your Instagram? Like, what is it? Like, when are you going to go away? When are you the friend that decides, okay, she doesn't want to be friends with me anymore? When do you have respect for my boundaries? Isn't it over? I thought we weren't friends anymore. Why do you have to jump in? When Olivia was responding to Chrissy, I mean, I kind of get that they love to tag team. I don't get it, but it's like they love to tag team. If Olivia's mad, then Jasmine's mad. If Jasmine's mad, Olivia's mad. I mean, I just don't get it. It's, I don't get it. They're just very immature. Um but we watch these channels and it is what it is, which leads us to the next one. Slowest, guys. Is it us for watching? I mean, I know we're not slow. But I mean, at the end of the day, just like they said, well, Chrissy, that was your friend. That was your best friend. So I'm questioning you. Someone called her out about that. You got all this stuff to say about Jasmine, but that was your friend. Jasmine, you got all this stuff to say, but you sitting up there calling her 50 times. Okay? Or Jasmine, how are you friends with Big Slow? She talks shit about you. Olivia, when you were over there on Zolo, they were talking about you in the private chat. Don't forget they had the whole entire private chat behind your back. Oh, you don't watch these girls. You just love the reactions. Good. Thank you, Queen of Hearts. Thank you for correcting the situation. Weak people running groups. Absolutely. Girl, it's a mess. And you know what? Contrary to what people say, the reactors, yeah, I don't work with anybody. I don't. And most of the people I know don't work with anyone. They are watching the videos and they are reacting to what they see. They turn on their mic, they turn on their computer, they post up a video and go about their business and making the other bags or going to school or taking care of their kids or doing whatever they do. Everybody is not sitting behind the scenes having Zoom calls and collaborating with everybody. Because at the end of the day, in this sector, yeah, it's not a good idea because there are a lot of very weird ass people, and a lot of competition, and competition from a standpoint of people really think that they can take other people's subscribers, like which I guess they can, because it seems people do weird shit and put out it's weird. YouTube is a very strange place. It's a very strange place if you hadn't noticed. And half the things that happen, I think most content creators don't even like to talk about it because it's so unbelievable that people operate in such a way that it's really almost not even worth talking about. But this is a perfect example of why you don't fuck with certain people on the internet. These people were basically friend collaborators, right? And it didn't end well. They tried to collaborate together. Some people are jealous of others. Some people are competing with others. Other people didn't like other people. This is a collaboration that never should have happened. And even Chrissy, with her first mind, said she knew she shouldn't have dealt with Tuna, but she did anyway. And look what happened. It has been over 2 years of turmoil with someone who just doesn't like her. And now Chrissy doesn't like her either. And her and Jasmine fell apart. Like it's just nuts. And like I don't know. It's been interesting watching this. What have I learned over the last 24 hours of everyone dropping everyone's tea? It just confirmed what we already knew. Chrissy sleeping with married man. That's why your marriage didn't work out. You have no respect for marriage. You had no respect for your marriage. I heard someone ask, why did DeMarcus leave? DeMarcus left because Chrissy really didn't love him. She was already seeing Mr. Professional. DeMarcus was a bum. DeMarcus wasn't working. Chrissy wants a man with deep pockets. She wants a man who's doing something. She wants someone to spoil her. She wants a man. But when she's thirsty, she'll pick a man who's got a working penis. So when she does that, she's never satisfied because once the afterglow wears off after you've been in the bed, and also realizing that broke isn't sexy, she's got a wandering eye. And she told him repeatedly to go and go and go. And finally, one day he got up, decided to pack his shit, and left. And then took up with this woman, Steffi G. And I think he already had a baby on the way because by the time she figured out and he was leaving, Steffi G was already pregnant and he was on the bus going back to wherever he's from. His mom bought him a bus ticket. I mean, look, I mean, come on. And then she replaces him with with someone who's on his resume has multiple strangulations and thinks that that was a good idea for a new boyfriend to make a YouTube streets power couple. It's like, girl, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? That was slow. Okay. Girl, yes, he wasn't shit anyway. Absolutely, Brandy. I see you, sis. He wasn't shit anyway. And Nina Red, hey boo boo, this mess is sad and immature. It's very, but these are grown women now, guys. These are women in their 30s. You know what I did today? The math. Chrissy has 9 kids, and Jasmine and Olivia have 9 kids between the two of them, right? 5 plus 4. These are 3 women with 18 fucking kids. Let that soak in for a second. If you divided them equally, each one would have 6. That's a lot of kids. These women are in their early 30s. It's a shit show, okay? It's a whole shit show. 18 kids between 3 women. Only one's been married, and literally the one who was married, I guess, for about 2 years. But cheated in the first 3 months on momcation. Olivia had literally just got married, and I knew it was a problem. I just remember that time, like right after they got married and they were all meeting up in Houston for what's now called momcation. I was thinking to myself, my mom always told me, she said, um, you don't go anywhere without your husband like the first year of marriage. Like, you stay close to each other for the first year. You don't go anywhere without each other. Well, I mean, obviously work, but you know what I'm saying? Travel, trips, things of that nature. You are a unit. You don't really, you know what I mean? Like, you stick together when it's at all possible, right? And when she said she was going on vacation without Gerard and leaving the kids, I was like, oh, this is going to be bad. And when we found out that she cheated with Maurice, I wasn't surprised. What newlywed who is in love with their husband, even if it's for a business trip, would do such a thing? I mean, she could have very well gone out of town and did nothing, because I don't think her friend Misha B. Mackin did anything. I think Misha had a boyfriend, right? Um, Very strange, right? So these women are not ready for prime time. I don't care which one it is, all 3 of them. You know, it was interesting to see Jasmine kind of stick up for herself and drop some tea. But what she told on Chrissy, we already knew. Chrissy fooling around with married men. Are we surprised? The lack of bank account. Chrissy talking about that she was making $25,000 at the time, but then still had no car. How are you making $25,000 even if it was 2-3 months consecutively and didn't have anything to show for it? And I'm not even talking about a house. I'm just talking about like a bought and paid for car, something to tote your kids around in. But word on the street is that you were renting vehicles and all that kind of just weird. And then so they're going live back and forth. It's like this is happening once a month. And I don't know. It's like, are they playing us? Are they trolling us? Because now this just like becomes a thing, you know? And not that I don't believe that they're not friends anymore, but it's just the synchronicity of the thing. It's just the fact that um this happens like, don't y'all want to do anything different? 18 kids between 3 women. Girl. Christina thought it was cute when she said that I have 9 kids and I'm good at sex. Well, look, she knows her strengths and her weaknesses. Okay. Hey, Virgo doll. Hey, boo boo. Hey. Um, all three of them are in the same boat now. All three of them better than each other. Yeah, they're no one's better than each other. I mean, no one's better than anyone as a human being. Some of us do make better choices, and a lot of us are in better positions, right? Doesn't make you better. We all bleed, we all have skin, we all have bones, all of those things. At the end of the day, you can make one bad decision after another bad decision after another. If Jasmine doesn't learn how to shut her mouth in front of her man and not talk about things that men don't really like, which is you with other men, you in other relationships, you partying raunchy with your girls. I mean, if that's what she wants to do, let her. But, we'll just be sitting and watching as he's packing and leaving. Um, all three, no money, too many kids, they can't afford, they need the views and content. This will die down and the views will go down. It'll go right back down because also, you know what, on top of all of it, I think they're all lazy. They've got kids, but it takes more energy and effort to go and clock in at a job. And you have a job that you can actually sit and do from home. And all you have to do is put a camera in your face, document your day, or document things that you do that you're going to do anyway, like cook, clean, things of that nature, organize your closet, fold clothes, take people to the store, show people what you're buying, show people what it looks like around you. That's what people want to see in vlogs, right? Or sit down videos, educational. People either want to be educated or entertained. Okay. This is a platform where you will garner more from your community if they can come and expect to get something. So you clock in over here, maybe you're going to get some information, maybe you're going to get a laugh, maybe you're going to get to fellowship with someone in the comments, right? People come to places where where they can get something from it, right? Um, and when you go to Jasmine's, yeah, nothing. Olivia went live today to talk about getting the boot from school, or giving herself the boot from school. And she didn't get the likes that she wanted. She didn't have the audience she wanted. And after 10 minutes, she signed off. So she punishes her audience because the ones that did show up, not enough people showed up. And because they pay so much attention to the negativity rather than the people who are there, they basically penalize the people. She penalized her gang stars, if you will, and said there are not enough people, so I'm just going to go ahead and shut this down. How rude is that? How rude is that to the people who got a notification, clicked on it to stop what they're doing, to come see your video and see what you had to say? But because the people in the bushes were not hitting the like button, and because not enough people showed up to her liking, which is not the people in the audience's fault, she goes ahead, stops the live, and jumps off. I'll just put it in a vlog, guys. But she got her 10 minutes. She sure did. She got 10 minutes and she'll put commercials in it and people will come and watch it. And that's why people don't watch your videos anymore, because you post bullshit. Okay? You post it. So the people that missed it, they're going to go watch it and see nothing ever got talked about because she didn't get the likes that she wanted. So she shut everything down. Okay. Yeah, walk by faith. We remember that. I don't even want to bring Bam up again, which I guess we just did, but at the end of the day, girl, everybody knows this story. If you don't know this story, go back in the videos. I'm not even gonna go there with all that. Chrissy has had a very interesting past on this internet. And she has had many escapades, And if you go back in my timeline, you can find all of it. If you go to her channel, you can find all of it. This woman said she got 1 million views last month and barely posted a video, but she took some new promos and was supposed to be dropping videos. And I haven't seen but 1 or 2 videos post. I don't know anything about it. I haven't paid, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But if someone ends up in my inbox talking about I paid Strong Mommy Chrissy for a promo and she still hasn't posted the video yet, yeah, I wouldn't let that happen. Tuna's energy is very toxic, but don't think just because Chrissy can slay a eyeshadow that she's not toxic too. Like, stuff doesn't just happen to people. Stuff happens to you because you either attract it or you are transmitting it. Okay. And whatever it is, whether you're producing the toxicity and it's going out to the world and it's attracting other people, or someone is putting something out there that you are attracted to that happens to be toxic, all these chicks are toxic. Period. Um yeah, it doesn't surprise me. These chicks are all trap queens. We've been talking about this for the past year, sis. I mean, all of these women don't mind having a baby. Jasmine had a baby to trap Chris. Olivia was in love with Zolo bands. Whether she was trying to trap him or not, I don't know that she was trying to trap him, but she definitely didn't mind not using any protection, clearly, right? Um, and Chrissy was all about it. She said that she allowed him to talk her into advancing the needle because she wanted to get married first. But at the end of the day, sis, you were never divorced according to the streets. So you never could have married Rob anyway. I mean, because let you tell it, you're still legally married to DeMarcus. Are we forgetting about that? Like, these women lead very sordid lifestyles, and they get mad that people remember. They get mad that people are talking about it. And I mean, to me, honestly, I don't care. Okay, so the poll was who's slowest. So if you have not voted, let's go ahead and vote, guys. Who's slowest? You guys say 8% big slow, 12% calma, which is Chrissy. That's her new name, Chrissy Calma. Okay. Us for watching this bullshit, 27%. So out of 309, you guys, roughly about right under 30%. So we're saying probably about 85 of you think it's us. Like, we're part of the problem. We're helping support, right? All these women's lives are train wrecks. Every last one of them need to be sitting on the couch and talking to a therapist. Yeah, absolutely. It's scary to be engaging in all this unprotected intercourse with bums. Period. You got it right, sis. Nina, preach. Why can't they all get their free birth control? Is it the food stamps or government assistance? I don't know. I don't. If 27%, 27% of 315 is roughly, that's somewhere in the 80s. I would say that that's probably about 84, 85. Some rough math. I don't have a calculator in front of me. Are you saying that I'm wrong with my math? Is that what you're saying, sis? I don't know. No, 27%. Let's see, 30. Well, it was 309. Minus 25. Well, excuse me, 27% was 83.4. Did I say 84? Excuse me. I don't think you were questioning my math, but I just, just to prove a point. Because I'm a Virgo, they can't have any female role models because, so true to the narcissistic qualities or narcissistic injury, there always has to be some sort of nemesis, someone who's trying to get at them, whether it's the world, it's social media, like with our former president, it's the media, it's, it's the lame street media, it's this, it's that, it's the reactors. Jasmine is going to probably be muddling the word reactor for the rest of her life, right? So all you have to do is be in the comments and say reactors. And Jasmine's like, she's acting just like a reactor. Jasmine is very linear focused and obsessed with reactors. And she is, more than anything, she is so hurt that Chrissy engaged in relationships with the reaction community. Okay. Now, she's not friends with everybody who's a reactor. I mean, and it's not friends or enemies. It's just she's friendly with some people. Some people are moderators, and that's her business and that's their business. But Jasmine is not happy about that, okay? So, yeah, all of these lives, what's going on right now is that Tuna got exposed for having to move out of her apartment. Chrissy came to gloat and spoke on Tuna. So basically, she started this. She couldn't just let Olivia have her moment to explain and maybe just take an opportunity later. She had to go live and wanted to gloat for a bit because now she's not looking the worst on the YouTube streets. Olivia is getting her comeuppance. And when she did that, Jasmine entered the chat as a mod on my Jazzed Up Life. They all started talking shit in the comments. And then no sooner does Olivia sign off, Jazz decides to clock in and rip the scab off of and just go ape shits and start dropping tea and provoking Chrissy, dropping things on Instagram, threatening text messages, all of the things. Chrissy clocks back in again, and that's it. And we this is what they've been doing for the past 24 hours like a bunch of mental patients. Rumors going around that Liv lost her government assistance on rent when she lost the 3 kids. That would make sense. Why should she, if you're getting government assistance as someone who is not a high earner, okay, and they are, and the government, we the people, are assisting you to help put a roof over your head and food in your mouth, and you don't have said children anymore, no, you should not be able to get that assistance because that money needs to roll over to someone who actually needs it. Okay, clearly Olivia has way too much groceries in the house, okay, at this point. So no, she shouldn't have it. So I don't, girl, I don't. If that's true, then good. Because if you got the money based on having a certain size family, and you don't have that certain size family anymore, then you should not be getting those benefits. It needs to go to someone else because I guarantee you, there's someone living in a hotel. There's someone living in a encampment in LA. There's someone living under a bridge somewhere else. There's someone else who needs that money, who works really hard every day. I watched a documentary on YouTube a couple months ago about the working poor, and specifically a young woman who worked at McDonald's. She was working at damn Dunkin' Donuts. Where else did she work? She had 3 jobs. She barely had time to go 8 hours. Her baby father's mother came from New York. She was staying in a double bed hotel room and came down here because New York was way too expensive. And she's waiting for her Section 8 to come in, but she wanted to be somewhere cheaper. And this girl was walking from the hotel to the McDonald's, come home, put on her Dunkin' Donuts outfit, come and work, and she's working 5 hours here, 6 hours there. I mean, it tore my heart up. But this is not the only person going through this. Now, does she know about using her phone and starting a YouTube channel? She might, but maybe she doesn't think her life is interesting enough to do that. And I guarantee you, I'm sure it is, but maybe that's not what she wants to do. People find this opportunity and they seize it for many different reasons. But fortunately, by the end of the documentary, she had just got put into housing. She had just got a 2-bedroom apartment. And I mean, it was awesome. She got the approval like right after her mother-in-law was leaving. Well, not even her mother-in-law, but the kid's grandmother. Um, but what Liv doesn't remember, Liv worked at the grocery store when she met Gerard. You know what I'm saying? Like Liv wasn't working in corporate America. Liv didn't have a job at the call center. Liv was working at the grocery store cashiering. Okay. And this money that she makes on YouTube is probably some of the best money that she's made, right? And I think she has gotten spoiled and she forgot from where she comes as someone who doesn't have a high school diploma and doesn't have any obviously bankable skills that will give you a job that makes a lot of money. You have an opportunity to go to fucking beauty school and do aesthetics, and people pay money to get facials a lot and nails a lot. You have an opportunity for another stream of income along with your YouTube channel. You enroll for a couple of weeks, and word on the street is you haven't been there in 2 weeks. This is a woman who is not even afraid of success. People like say, well, I'm afraid. They're afraid of failure. So they stay in failure mode. I mean, there's a lot of psychology around it. There are people who are paralyzed by success. They're paralyzed by success, so they love to stay where they're at because they are comfortable in their misery. And these three women, I promise you, are comfortable in their misery. And what they have to do is be tired of being tired and make a decision to turn around and want something better for themselves. None of us can want that for them. They have to want it for themselves. So as long as they want to continue this type of behavior, the reason why we watch it, you know why? Because there is a lot of psychology around it. I think a lot of people watch this type of stuff and think that they're going to make a different decision, can't think that it could possibly not happen again. Oh no, they've got to be done with each other. But they are in a loop, okay? They can't get away from themselves. They are in the fucking matrix. You have to wake up. You have to be woke. You have to realize I'm in the shits to make clear and deliberate change in your life. Like I opened up earlier, there's a weirdo on the YouTube streets that wants to put me in stuff. This isn't the first time. It's not the second time. It's not the third time. It's like, oh, really? Again? Oh, okay. But this person hasn't talked to you in almost a year. It's just weird. Another loop, another toxic loop. Another person who is experiencing some sort of fantasy of some sort of a relationship that does not exist. Weird. Okay? This is just the nonsense. This is just and we're watching like spectator because it's absolutely fascinating. I find it absolutely fascinating. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's sad, but it's always interesting, right? And then we have developed this reaction community where we can all get together and talk about it, laugh about it. Some people cry about it. All of those things we have developed, and these people are mad. They're mad. Chrissy's mad. Jasmine's mad. Olivia's mad. They're not the only ones, y'all. Mahogany's mad. Girl, who else is mad? You already know Love by Erica's mad. Girl, probably damn Dalvin's mad. People don't like to be reacted on. They don't. They don't like it at all. Okay. We know Justin don't like it, girl. He don't like it at all. Okay. But it's entertainment. Okay. They made it into entertainment. They put it into videos and we get to watch it. And we've created our own kind of like a little community over here where we talk about it because human behavior is very interesting. People just don't like to be the subject of it. I guess they feel a little put on. But at the end of the day, don't put it out. If you don't like it, don't watch it. If you don't want it to happen, do what you got to do. I'm never going to be here and tell you to unsubscribe to a channel. I'm not going to ever do that. I would really not appreciate if someone did that to me. And it's also against community guidelines called false engagement. But at the end of the day, I don't do that. But at the end of the day, I would never. This kind of content is something that people enjoy. People like to watch channels that focus on murder. Some people just want to watch people cook and eat all day. Some people watch the mukbangs all day long. So don't knock it till you try it. We enjoy what we enjoy, right? And at the end of the day, I don't mind watching a good train wreck channel. I mean, for me, honestly, I like the setback. I like the setback, but I like the comeback too. Okay? I don't mind seeing people win. Yes, I said that. I sure did. I like to see the comeback. I just haven't seen a comeback kid in this arena. I haven't seen really anybody. You know how like the Jeffersons, girl, they were living over there in weren't they living in like Flushing with the next door to the bunkers? Any of you guys old school remember that? But you guys know the Jeffersons. The Jeffersons lived in a very modest area, and Mr. Jefferson bought dry cleaner after dry cleaner after dry cleaner, and you know what? He ended up moving to the Upper East Side and ended up getting a deluxe apartment in the sky and living fabulous. Okay. He got out. He got out. So maybe one of these people is going to hear me this evening and say, you know what? Let me get out these shits. Let me leave that bitch alone once and for all. And let me handle my business and get up out of here. Which one will do it, guys? Which one? I don't know. I don't know. Radio 53%, they say you're the slowest, so you are probably least likely to get out because you are just so bothered. I don't know if it'll be calmer. We don't know if it'll be big slow. I'm telling you, I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm gonna end the poll right now. We had 368 who came through and voted, so thank you very much for doing that. That was so much fun, guys. I'm gonna tell you this honestly, and I'm really being honest. If Olivia goes to Dallas, I'm gonna love it. Niecy's there. There's a whole cast of people that we don't get to see enough right now. Um, and Niecy, we love some Niecy. Niecy is a beautiful soul. She's so funny and she's just an awesome person. And let Olivia go out there and see how Texas treats her. Because at the end of the day, I think that she is not going to be able to handle the new Gerard. She's not going to be able to handle him on his grown man. And she is going to end up not happy. And she'll be on her way back to Florida like she did last time. Olivia seems to think that she's got some kind of power in between her legs. And at the end of the day, that's just not working anymore, sis. It's just not. So we'll see what she does. Chrissy's on her way to Colorado. This is another one of these times on the YouTube streets where actually some things are getting ready to change. Jasmine's just the one who's stuck in Austin. But Chrissy's getting ready to go somewhere. Olivia, we don't know where she's going. Maybe she's going to Texas. Maybe she's going around the corner. Girl, we don't know. We'll know when she gets there. When she gets there, we'll see what happens. Okay? But it's kind of an exciting time if you watch these channels. We're just going to see is the behavior going to change? Cuz even though the location is going to change, are you going to change the behavior or are we going to just jump right back on in? Chrissy, you going to still date some married men? You going to still be throwing that putty cat around? Olivia, you going to be throwing that putty cat around? You going to be trying to still control Gerard? You going to still be messing with the kids? You going to still not be fixing their hair? Is that what you're going to be doing? Okay. Not crushing goals? Is that what you're going to do? Okay. Yeah, we don't know. Jasmine, you going to still be kind of like delusional about your relationship? Well, he did give her the information to go to a game, but she's not allowed to come to the practices. Okay. So we'll see. She'll find some man to think that she's going to make Gerard jealous. Gerard is not thinking about you. Gerard is listening to his gospel music. He has his kids. He's got a nice lady and he's trying to stay focused on the matter at hand. He had a whole big overgrown light-skinned woman who did not want him and who fucked with him the long way. And he's playing his gospel music and he is staying focused on who is focused on him. Okay. his children and that lady who is helping him every day make those children very happy. And for that, he will probably buy her the biggest diamond that he can get, and he will marry her up, and he will be a very good husband because he's going to appreciate the woman that he has, because the one that he had was a piece of shit. Okay. Okay. That's how that's going to go. But yeah. Okay. So I guess this was like part 2 of my Three Moms update from earlier today. I just thought it was interesting. You know, everyone went live again, and it was oh so silly, and girl. Okay. Y'all need to stop. Like, it's, to me, honestly, I'm just going to be honest, it's getting tired. Jasmine, nobody cares if Chrissy was watching your live over the weekend. She might have been laughing. Don't feel special because someone watched you and Chris in the bed. Nobody cares. Chris is not cute. Chris ain't hitting on nothing. You two are like, you're just another couple. Nobody cares. You guys are not, you guys are not giving anything that anyone else isn't giving. Okay. If Chrissy was watching, good. That maybe that made you feel good. Okay. That's weird. But anyway, at the end of the day, these three are tired and need to get themselves together. But we're still gonna talk about it. We'll still talk about it anyway. All right, guys. So no one called in, and I've talked my ass off for the past hour. Y'all, I'm getting ready to go to bed. It's 10:45. I am tired. No one called in. Y'all didn't have no questions. I don't mean legally can't go. I meant mentally handle being around them. Absolutely. Um, Hold on. Olivia can't. Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that already. Yeah, absolutely. I don't think Olivia needs to go to Florida, my opinion. If she's going to Florida, she's making a big mistake, and she's wasting her time and money and resources, because it's a waste of time. She's not going to be able to handle. When she was in Texas the last time, after she bought the house, she left the house after a couple of weeks. She went to follow Gerard. She took the kids with her. She got to Texas. According to some word on the street, Olivia was playing around with some knives in her kitchen in a very dangerous way, put it that way. You guys fill in the blanks on that, but she was playing around with some knives in the kitchen, okay? Police were called numerous occasions. Olivia is not mentally in a good place to be living on her own away from her mother and her sister. Unless her mother is going with her, she doesn't need to go by herself, which I would imagine with the baby. And it's so funny because I kind of forget sometimes that she has a baby. Um, Girl, I don't know. I don't think she's going anywhere. I think to all of us, this is what I think, guys. I think to a lot of you who think she's on her way to Texas, it's because that's what you would do. Most of you moms out here can't even think about spending one night alone without your children, right? If and you already know that the minute that your kids left out of your sight, that you would be packing and trying to figure out how you can get to Texas, transfer your job, get a new house, do whatever you have to do to be close to your kids, especially if it's not that you can't see your kids, it's just that they live in a different state because that's the state that they live in. But a lot of you think that she's going to Texas is because that's what you would do. That's what makes sense to do, right? We're talking about Olivia. Okay. All of that being said, we're talking about Olivia. She's a narcissist. She is a saboteur. And she is someone who is not quick to admit her faults. And she would rather stand on ceremony of being right and someone else being wrong and being bruised and damaged and hurt and bothered, rather than do the work, get your ass together, put your big girl panties on, and handle your business. She's not going to Texas. She can't handle it. She wouldn't be able to handle it. It would bother her too much. Even if she saw the kids every single day, it would bother her too much. Antonisha will come by one day and have on some Baccarat 540 and lose her shit. Or she'll see Antonisha's big ass diamond ring. Or it'll be the weekend that Gerard and Antonisha one day, God willing, they get married. and she sees Ryan in her flower girl dress and she loses her shit. Olivia can't handle it. So anyway, Francesca, hey boo boo, I hope she just visits because her baby's been through enough. She needs to go see them as much as she possibly can. That's why she should be posting her videos and making as much cash as she possibly can, and go and plan a trip once a month. Go to the Hampton Inn, go to the Embassy Suites, go get a room, save about I don't even know if $2,000 will cut it, but it could be 2,500. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I can't help her. I can't help her, and I'm not gonna. At the end of the day, she needs to figure it out and pay her bills and handle her business. And the only person she's cheating is herself, because children are resilient. And at the end of the day, just as much as she tries hard to put those buns in her hair and those damn eyelashes and red lips and fillers and buy dumb t-shirts, that's money that could have gone in a can and gone towards a plane ticket to actually go see your children who don't get to see you every day, or pay the child support that their father uses to pay for food and clothes and football and gymnastics and all of those things that the kids are enjoying, to keep them busy so they don't have to sit and think about not having their mother. So Gerard is doing all of the right things, keeping the kids academically busy, keeping them busy with extracurricular activities so that they don't have to sit around, be sad, get into the wrong things, watching TV, all of those things that are going to feed their mind and feed their soul, make them strong, give them learn competition, learn healthy competitive nature, rather than all the toxic stuff that they've witnessed from their mother, right? Anyway, guys, let me go ahead and go. It's getting late. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. This was so much fun. Take care. And like, I'm honestly, I'm gonna be over. Like, this is just, y'all get back to your regular scheduled content, because this stuff is dumb. Okay, it really is. Okay, right, Phaedra? Okay.
Roundy. Love is everything.
The boy is mine.
Shoulder to cry on, if that's a fact.